Hi guys, this is Ashley back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. And also subscribe to my second channel, Soul Tea Ash Miracle. Link will be in the description. We about to get into a few different things. One thing we got to get into is JT and Nicki Minaj. Now, JT recently took a picture behind a pink curtain, similar to the same curtain that Nicki Minaj took a picture near a few months ago. Okay, but if you really look at the curtains, it's not exactly the same, but it is similar. So a lot of fans believe that a collaboration is coming. Here's the thing though. I do think that JT has potential. I think that Nicki Minaj sees the potential JT has. But I don't think Nicki is going to collaborate with JT unless she decides to stop being scared of Cardi B. Okay, I don't think Nicki's going to want to collaborate with JT if she can't even put out a freestyle because she's afraid that people are going to think that she is taking shots at Cardi B. See, if you guys remember, JT was supposed to put out a freestyle 4 to 5 months ago. And in that freestyle, she was taking shots at Cardi B. I don't think Nicki Minaj respects JT being scared of Cardi B. Who doesn't, right? A person that was dissing you for doing the Queen Mix. And you scared to put out a freestyle taking shots. I mean, it's been 4 to 5 months. So I do feel like JT has potential. I do feel like Nicki Minaj sees that potential. But I don't think Nicki would want to work with somebody that is scared of 11 Faces. I'm sorry. I think that probably turns her off. So I feel like if JT don't put out that freestyle that she was supposed to put out 5 months ago, I think Nicki is not going to show JT any interest. Because at the end of the day, you know, Nicki Minaj said in the ID magazine, she said to JT when JT interviewed her, you can't be scared just because people are going to feel like you're taking shots at somebody. But JT, like I said last year, I did a whole video. JT was warned to not take shots at Cardi B because at the end of the day, Cardi B is still more favorable in the industry than the City Girls. Because JT and Carisha are flopping musically. See, Carisha doing all this, you know, extra stuff like the movies, the podcasts, you know, she got a clothing line, but musically, the City Girls are still flopping. And Cardi B rubbed that in their face several times. Now, if you don't know what freestyle I'm talking about, is this freestyle where she was taking shots at 11 Faces. Or another freestyle or song, you know, speaking her truth and how she really feel about Cardi B. If she acts scared of Cardi, Nicki's never gonna 100% respect JT or really F for her. Because at the end of the day, this is rap, okay? How are you scared of Partisan Fontaine and 11 Faces? Stop. That is just embarrassing. You went to jail. It don't matter what the industry says or, you know, what QC says, you know, toughen up, okay? Because at the end of the day, the City Thoughts music career is hanging by a piece of thread. Moving on to Scratch Off, this is completely embarrassing. How did No Spice outsell Scratch Off? I understand they got the Barb support, but goodness gracious, Scratch Off is going out sad and looking very bad. So it has been reported that No Spice EP did 2.5 million streams and Lotto's only did 1.9 mil when she dropped 000, and it wasn't even an EP, it was a whole album. And she's getting a major push by a record label, RCA The Colorist. What is going on? Scratch Off, you got to come to the front of the congregation and explain to me how you let No Spice outsell you. Okay, this is not a good look. Now, I know some of the Barbs were supporting Scratch Off, but when she went up against Nicki Minaj and said that Nicki Minaj was her rival, most of the Barbs started supporting Ice Spice, okay? Which I understand. But Scratch Off been in the game for a minute. You know, she's been in the game since, what, 2016? She was on a reality show. I don't understand how you don't have somewhat of a fan base by now. I mean, I'm not expecting you to have a fan base like Nicki Minaj, but you should not be letting Glowfish and Ice Spice outsell you. Okay, that's just embarrassing. And if I would scratch off, I would definitely retire. Because as long as you beefing with Nicki Minaj, you ain't gonna be thriving in rap, sis. Look at Remy Ma. Okay, she sheathered her own career. 11 Faces, Cardi B. She is scared to put out her second album. She gotta wait for the queen to come back off a hiatus. No shade, but it's been 5 years. When you beef with Nicki Minaj, you ain't gonna flourish. And that's just facts. Moving on to D0JA. So it has been reported that allegedly D0JA will be going to Paris Fashion Week. Allegedly, okay? And this is why she gonna have to go to the Met eventually. She can't run from the rituals at the Met. Because, girl, if you're going to Paris Fashion Week, you went to New York Fashion Week last year, you know, you're becoming a fashion icon. You're getting more recognition for your fashion sense. You're going to eventually have to go to the Met like everybody else. Okay? Unfortunately, D0JA, I know you're trying to run, but you can run all you want, but you cannot hide. Okay? You might as well just get it over with. Moving on to SZA. SZA Snooze is officially gold. So congratulations to SZA. Now, Snooze is not one of my favorite songs on the album SOS. I gotta re-listen to it because everybody likes Snooze. But I like Kill Bill and Seek and Destroy more than Snooze. I don't know. That's just me personally. Those are my top 2 favorite. Also, I like Blind. Blind is my song too. I like that song. But with that being said, congratulations to SZA. And she's also planning on putting out an acoustic version of Kill Bill. Okay? I think SZA really wants to go number 1, but she's having trouble competing with the pop stars. Okay? With Taylor the Chart Obsessed Queen and Purdue Chicken's Payola, it's kind of hard to compete. Okay? So I do feel bad for SZA, but maybe Kill Bill will go number 1 next month. You never know. Cardi B is finally doing her community service for committing crimes against 2 innocent women who allegedly mess with Off the Chain. Now, with that being said, she says that she has learned a lot from, just a few days of doing her community service. She talked about how, she learned that veterans don't always get the help that they need once they leave the military. Okay? Which is honestly not really new. I don't know why she needed community service to find that out. I mean, that is just common knowledge. But with that being said, she says that she learned a lot from that. I actually believe that this community service is part of Cardi B's rollout. I think that this is a strategic move to get her back into the blogs. This is part of her rollout because there's just no way that you would need an extension for 14 or 15 days of community service. There's no way. She purposely pushed it back so it could be part of her rollout. This was a chess move. And I think that she is going to try to seem like a humanitarian and that she wants to help people. But all actuality, she just wants to help herself and get back in the blogs because her music is not really selling. She's been flopping all 2022. No shade. Glow Stick had to help her, okay, and give her a collaboration so she can finally chart because Hot Garbage didn't do what it was supposed to do. No shade. That's just what I'm peeping. Moving on to Queen B. So she performed in Dubai yesterday. And I actually end up seeing her performance because even though, her team sent out the notice that no cameras were allowed, clearly people did not follow that rule, as they should, okay, because Queen B was doing the most. Now, with that being said, from what I saw that she was performing and then, water was shooting out, okay. I saw some symbolisms. I saw the pyramid symbolisms. I saw the cheetah print symbolisms. Her dancers were covered because, as you know, there's rules in Dubai. You can't perform certain songs, but I feel like she should have at least performed one song of a Renaissance. And you can censor things, okay? She don't have to say the curse words in the songs, or, she could bleep certain things out. Break My Soul is not an R-rated song. She could have at least performed that. I mean, for $20 million, Queen Bee really finessed. She only performed, her old music. I mean, I don't want to hear no Beautiful Liar from 15 years ago. I don't want to hear that. You should have performed Break My Soul. That is a PG song. It's not inappropriate. It's just a dance song. Queen Bee likes to do a lot of finessing. Okay. And then another thing is, honestly, I don't feel like it was worth $20 million. I think they need to get their money back from what I saw. The vocals were there. But honestly, I don't think it was worth $20 million, especially if you're not performing new music. And I watched the performance because somebody had recorded it on live. She looked phenomenal, though. Queen Bee is aging like wine. She looked amazing. In her face, you can tell she doesn't have a soul, but she still looks good, okay, without it. You know what I'm saying? No shade. She just looked like she's in like La La Land, in a lot of her pictures, but she looked amazing. But let me know if you guys watched it, what's your thoughts? I do have new videos on Patreon. Check those out. Link in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next video.